So we'll just get the diff fixed up, and you know, I'm still gonna have to wait a couple of weeks, but then I'll get them to slot the axles in and it'll be good to go. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another video. So we've just got the cruiser back. It's cost a fair bit of money actually, but it's running sweet. There'll be no more problems with the diff housing from here on out. We've got the chromoly axles in, and in this video we're going to be going over everything that's been fixed. Right. So we just got the truck back from ARB. It's probably been there for about 4 weeks or so, 5 weeks. Can't actually remember. Grown a bit of a beard since then, you know. The reason it took so long is I actually had a diff housing lined up for him. It was a second-hand one. I didn't actually have a look at it. I just messaged someone I knew from the wreckers, and he got it dropped off there. But when it rocked up, it actually looked like coming out of the bottom of the ocean. It was all rusted and useless, couldn't use it. So then they ordered a new one, and that's what's in here now. So we'll step back a bit and have a look what we got going on here. So those axles I showed you in the last video, the nitro axles, the chromoly ones, they're actually in there now. We've had the ARB diff center rebuilt, because when the axle snapped, it actually destroyed just the side where the axle slides in. So then we've had a new ARB air locker, we've had the diff rebuilt, new bearings and all sorts. Crown and pinion's still the same one that are in there. Then they slid the axles in, new bearings, bolted it all up basically. But yeah, so the diff housing is just the still factory Toyota one. I don't think I'll bend it again. The other one's been in there for nearly 500,000 Ks, so, and throughout all the not stock episodes, it wasn't treated very nice. So the new one here, it's just a standard Toyota. It's painted black, you know the rest of it. The axles, they're actually chromoly. I don't know the actual specs on them. I think I went over them in the last video, but they shouldn't break now because they're a lot stronger than the factory ones. The other thing we're going to look at today is the new compressor in the back. Alright, so in the back here, I actually got them to install the compressor for the diff locker. And they had two options. They had a single piston one, and they had the dual piston one. So I decided on the big one because I wanted to be able to pump up my tyres, because you know, it's good to have that option. If they go flat or something, then I can put a puncture repair kit in there. So just in here, right over in the side here, is the twin ARB air compressor. We have the line to pump up the tyres, and that's about it at this stage. I haven't really used it, so later on down the track I'll have a review out for it, and we'll just go have a look into the front here. So after the last couple of years of doing YouTube, I haven't really shown the inside of the cruiser, so we'll just go through a little bit. The only two things that have been added obviously is the compressor and the rear diff locker switch. The rest has been in here for a while, but we'll show you through the interior. Starting from the right, we have the switches for the high beams, the 42-inch light bar on the top. We have the 3 gauges at the top. There's a battery, and the one underneath that is oil and there's water, but the bottom 2 aren't wired up yet. You just got the regular Land Cruiser gauge cluster still. Everything else is pretty well standard. We have the stereo in where the stereo goes, just a Pioneer head unit, and underneath is a Uniden 2-way radio. Going a little bit lower, we have the ARB air compressor switch, which activates the air compressor. And then beside that we have the rear diff locker. And then moving on towards the left, we have the Doug's tub, which is just filled with a whole heap of random rubbish that likes to live in my car. And then above that we have the roof console, which is just another place where I throw random shit. I actually have some door cards here that I made myself. They're just a bit of stainless steel, and just screwed it on the side, cut a few holes out for whatever it needed. Well, that's it for this video. So now that we've got the cruiser back, we're going to have more not stock episodes coming up, all the rest of it. we just had to get it fixed. Get away, sausage. We just had to get the truck fixed first. Now that that's all done, we'll be able to get out there and hit it. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Buy some merch to keep the show going. You know, it actually costs a bit of money to go out and do all these videos for you. So just get on to www.notstockmerch.com and pick yourself up a shirt. Decent prices, you know. And see you in the next one.